I was gonna say it's a surprise what's inside, but the name is right on the front of it.
And we have another little package.
Are you excited?
Yeah, it's kind of neat to get something like this. We've been on a mooring for a long time, since July. Waiting for hurricane season and mostly just doing all the projects we need to do to get the boat ready for the next 5 years of cruising. Well, one of those projects was putting a new anchor on the boat. We had a CQR that I quite liked, but these modern anchors are amazing. We went with a Mantus. The guys at Mantus contacted us after we did that anchoring video and said, hey, you say you want a modern anchor, why not ours? So yeah, that sounded good, and they gave us a really good deal. They're kind of a supporter of us. But to make it even, I contacted everybody else. I got Rocked On, Matthews, and all of them gave us the same deal. I chose the Mantus, and after last night, I'm kind of glad I did. We put the anchor down, and we're used to with the CQR kind of having to finesse it into the bottom. It holds when you get it right, but it's a little bit of, you got to be a little seamanship with it. This thing, we threw it over the side, we backed up, the boat stopped. I mean, it's only our first shot at it, but it was just night and day. So we're really hoping our days of dragging are really rare now. We're hoping that we're just going to be a little more confident about our anchoring. This is partly because it's this Mantus, it's cool design, and partly because, well, it's bigger. We had a 60-pound. This one is what they call an 85. It's been on the boat for a while. Like I said, this is the first time we got to try it. I'll go back to some video I did when I assembled it. Hi, it's Mark from Temptress. Sorry for the loud day here. We're at a marina and there's trains and there's cars and there's wind. We're looking forward to getting back out cruising where life is nice. So I'll speak up and I hope you can hear me okay. What I want to share with you today is if you saw our anchoring video, you heard me say I wanted to get a modern anchor before we go back out. And we're about to go out and stay out for quite a while. We're going to go down to Panama, Colombia, and who knows how long before we get back to the U.S. So we looked into modern anchors, and I decided I like the Mantus the best. I want to tell you why I chose the Mantus eventually here. It comes apart. Boy, at first I didn't like that. And the more I thought about it, the more I decided it really doesn't make any difference for the strength. And there are some advantages of coming apart. It's a lot less hassle to move. We brought it on the boat in pieces. My back is very happy that it came apart. It's made out of plate steel that has been bent with a bit of welding, not cast. My thought on that is I don't think any of these anchors are bad. But anybody had a bad day at the foundry when they're casting the anchors? It was probably some guy in China, probably not some guy at a big steel manufacturer. So these were cast the same way you cast plate steel to make a bridge, and I just trust it more. So there's that. And then the final thing is, once this is assembled, this was the absolute selling point for me. You lay it on its side and you put your finger under the tip. The Mantus has more tip weight than all the others. So even though they all set really well by their tests and stuff, I just thought Mantus might have an edge there. So I chose the Mantus. There's one thing I was disappointed, and I want you all to know about it, but I don't think it's a reason not to get the anchor. They worked out this anchor, and they did it with a certain SAE thickness of plate for all the different anchors. And they weighed them, and this was their 85-pound model. Then they sent it to China to have it made there, and they used a different, I think, metric plate. So this 85-pound anchor, I believe, only weighs 79 pounds. I talked to them about it, and it looks like they're going to change their naming, because you can't say something's 85 pounds as its name and sell and then it be 79. But if you're going to buy an anchor in the near future, just realize they don't necessarily weigh exactly, and if that's important to you, talk to them about it. They'll be right up front and tell you what it really weighs. Some of their anchors actually weigh more than what they're supposed to weigh. Just depends what size you get. For me, we're going from a 60-pound to this thing, so even at 79, it's very much bigger. And all these modern anchors have a lot of fluke area, so this is a big step up for us. We're going to rest much more soundly with this. We've also taken most of our old chain off. Some of it was still okay, you know, the stuff in the middle that didn't drag over rocks as much. So that's down below, and it'll get used in an emergency or something. And honestly, we need the ballast up front. We took on 200 feet of Peerless ACCO, I guess it is. They're both kind of trademarks for the same thing. But it's an American chain I've used before. I like it. I hope it's still up to the standards. I have bought Chinese chain in the past, and I'll never buy it again. It just corroded right away, and I wasn't happy with it. So we have 3/8 high test, 200 feet on board. We're about to assemble the anchor here and rig it up, and then vacuum our decks, because of course getting the old chain out, it threw a lot of rust chips. Okay, so bolts go up, if I remember, and I have to tighten them from the bottom.
Did it come with instructions?
They did.
Did you throw them out?
No, they're at the house, and I read them all.
And then you committed them to memory forever and ever.
I kind of did, actually. This is 1, 2, 3.
What's that?
4, 5. This
Glue?
is technically in the trade known as grease.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Heavier?
A bit.
Do that. Down.
That's all I got.
Stop moving.
Swivel work?
Yeah, it rolls here right around. The wind must be strong enough and everything.
All right.
Okay, time to start another day on the Intercoastal.